Hello there, everyone. Xantok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In today's episode of side content, I've got for you our third of the ARV stripes, the Sahagin. These teeth. Yeah. Well, let's see what these guys can help with. And now, let's see what the Sahagin Beast Tribe quests are going to be like. They came from the deep. Roshat Riki has an urgent duty to press upon a conveniently available adventurer. Your hearing must be exceptional, aren't they? Oh, well, if you did not overhear the Link Pearl report, then why? Well, no matter. You're here now, and we could certainly use your aid. I just received word that raiders have sunk a civilian vessel in the Strait of Murlthor. One of our warships is en route as we speak, though I fear there will be little left for them to find. I am uncomfortably familiar with tales of pirates looting, even commandeering their targets, but to sink the ship entire, an excessively brutal act, even for a buccaneer. No, I'd wager cold hard coin that those thrice-damned fishbacks are behind this. Them and their serpent reaver lackeys. The Sahagin have much to answer for. Vengeance will be forthcoming, but let's first focus on rescuing what poor souls we may. While the warship scours the waters, I would have you head to eastern Lenosha and look for any survivors washed up on the sands of Bloodshore. One of my soldiers, Private Wilfalk, has been deployed to coordinate the search. Speak with him when you arrive, and he will direct your efforts to where they are most needed. May Lamelin guide your steps. Bloodshore, that is eastern Lenosha. Alright, we'll warp there. The Sahagin are the only beast tribe that I have not already done any voicing on. So I'm not sure what's gonna come out of my mouth today. Oh boy. You're the one that Commander Ricky said to expect that. I'm Will Falk, a private in the Commander's Foreign Levy. As you can see, there ain't much for me to coordinate. The fishbacks made a good mess of the ship. Seems barely a handful of the poor buggers what were sailing on it made it ashore alive. Where am I? Where's Robin? Where's my son? Now, you just calm yourself down, good wife. I'll have your boy back in your ranks before he can spit up another lungful of seawater. I hope. The tide's been merciful to a fortunate few like the good wife here, and carried them all the way to the beach. Here, you'll be needing some of me medical supplies for the bleeding and the injured. Take a walk along the coast now and help them out, as it ain't beyond helping. Me shoulder! It burns! Oh, don't take me harm, I'm begging you! I'll do what I can. I have a potion. Ah, I can feel things again. I made it? Oh, one moment we was sailing along, happy as you please. The next, I was struggling to keep me head above the waves. I can barely breathe. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Which of the 7 heavens is this? Bloodshore? Oh. They thought they was dead. Where's the last one? Oh, over here. Oh, waves slammed me into the rocks. They cut me up some, I think. Is it bad? Well, It's not great. My thanks. I feel much stronger now. All I remember is an impact like bloody thunder. The deck lurching beneath my feet. Then they came aboard. You've saved some lives this day, lad. It's a terrible thing to what happened, but you take what solace you can in the little victories. Not that any amount of solace will help me forgive those blasted fishbacks. You expect attacks in the Navy. That's what we signed up for. But sinking a civilian ship with women and children aboard? The Sahagin have ice water for blood, I tell you. No, not my little Robin. Me condolences, good wife. I know how hard this must... Leviathan scaly arse! What? Oh! There's a Sahagin in here. Sahagin? Here! What? You didn't get your fill of slaughter out of the straight? If you want to finish the job you started, then you'd best start with me. They're returning the lady's child. Mom! Robin? My darling Robin? Mom, there you are! My dear Robin, you're safe. Oh, thank the 12 above. Most curious behavior from supposed savage beast. The lad's alive. What manner of fishback trickery is this? I'm fine, if a bit wet. I thought I would sink right to the bottom of the sea, but then some nice fishermen came and saved me. They were not like the scary ones that came out to our ship, but the stories say that all the fishermen are nasty. Isn't that odd? Might I ask you a favor? I found this necklace at the bottom of the little boat the nice fishermen used to carry me to the shore. I'm certain it must be one of theirs. I'd take it back to them myself, but I don't think my mom would like that. Could you maybe return it for me? The last I saw, they were swimming towards western Lenosha. That must be where they live. Why are their houses made of seaweed? Well, show the shark-toothed necklace to the Sahagin spawnling with the entrance to Novv's nursery in western Lenosha. The closest we've ever come to the Sahagin has been here at Skull Valley. And unless this episode is releasing after we meet Sahagin in MSQ, in the patch quest, which I don't even remember that happens, this is going to be our introduction to the Sahagin, because they had no... they were the only beast tribe that did not have any presence in... Actually, I don't know if this is true. They didn't have any presence for us in our MSQ thus far. I think they would have if we had started out in Limsa Mensa, but we did not.
What is the meaning of this trespass? I should skewer you while you stand, finless one.
Yep, that's the voice we're going with, apparently.
You carry the necklace of Clutch Father Novv. How is it that you possess this cherished treasure? You come at the behest of the child he saved. Such unusual manners for a shore walker. You may pass. Seek out Clutch Father Novv, and be sure to keep your tone respectful. He is the elder of our clan.
Don't think my jaw likes that voice, but oh well.
Rare it is to see a shore walker in our midst. I am Novv, Clutch Father to this clan of spawnlings. The finless child bid you return my necklace, did he? No, I had no special reason for saving the boy. Only that for the Sahagin, as it is for you shore walkers. Offspring are considered the most precious of treasures. All that reside here are bound by ties of blood. All of the children of the Clutch Father. Only slightly less precious to me than my spawn is a trinket you bring. It was a gift, a commendation from our beloved matriarch. I thank you for returning it to me. We have a saying, the favor of one is repaid by the gratitude of the Clutch. I welcome you to our home. Perhaps a modest banquet is in order. I do not know, however, if our spread will agree with your shore walker's stomach.
I found it funny that it says I can now accept the next class or job quest when I actually can't until we get into Heavensward. Amusing. Clutch and Kin. Clutch Father Novv needs your help to rein in one of his spawnlings.
You witnessed the aftermath of the attack in the Strait of Merlthor? Yes, it was indeed perpetrated by Sahagin. The individuals responsible are called the Coral Tridents. They reside in the Sapsa spawning grounds and are known among our people as a volatile and fanatical faction. We had hoped to prevent them from ever reaching that vessel, but alas, the current was not in our favor. Foolishness. Their actions only invite further violence through retaliation. And what of Novv and his Clutch, you ask? We live apart from the spawning grounds and pursue a separate agenda. I do not claim to understand the structure of your civilization, but for us Sahagin, each clan of Clutch mates is led by a single Clutch Father. The Indigo Matriarch, what you might call our queen, bestows each clutch of her eggs upon only the bravest and most seasoned warriors. It is then a Clutch Father's duty to raise and instruct his charges in the ways of our people. But for this cycle to continue, the matriarch must have a secure environment in which to bear her offspring. That is why we chose to make this land our home. It is unfortunate, then, that the Sapsa spawning grounds have become the locus of such conflict. If only more shore walkers were like you and spent a moment to understand our situation. Clutchfather, I need your counsel. What have I taught you, Sue? A Sahagin does not flail and splash about so. He rolls with the waves and rides the currents. Forgive me, Clutchfather. It is Pew, our sixth youngest brother. What of him? He has left the nursery without permission. He spoke of talking shits into the coral tridents. His brain is soft as his spawning scales. And this at a time when I cannot afford to take my eyes off the rest of the clutch. Though our stance towards each other is not yet clear, Shore Walker, I would ask a boon of you. Save my foolish son. So here will have more to say on the subject, I am sure.
So there's a matriarch above all who gives eggs to a bunch of her best warriors, and then they become patriarchs of their own clans, essentially. Huh. So that means pretty much that every Sahagin gets the same mom, the queen, until there's a new queen, of course. And then there's like, let's say, what, 7, 10 different dads? Dear God. Where is So? There they are.
You have no scale. If the Clutchfather seems to trust you, I shall do the same. As you just heard, my brother Pew has taken upon himself to educate the coral tridents. He is one of our more impetuous spawn brothers, and yet young. He does not yet realize the peril he puts himself in. The tridents will not listen to Pew's reasoning. They will laugh as they impale him on their spears. Please, bring Pew back safely to the nursery. By now, he must be some distance across the land base, closer to North Tide Gate.
Let's go save us the Hagen.
This concerns you not, Shore Walker. Away with you, finless one.
Yeah, I don't listen to orders. Holy. Oh, that water sprite doesn't like what I'm doing.
Rescued by Thorwalker. Ultimately tell Clutchfather Novv. Spawn Brother Sue bid you come to my aid. I do not understand these coral trident warriors. I scarce opened my maw before they proceeded to beat me bloody. The Clutchfather always says that the currents of discussion carry us to enlightenment. But it seems the words of a spawnling count for little and less. I simply wanted to put into practice what my clutchmates and I had been taught. Now, I surely face a punishment in addition to my beating.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll say that you getting your ass beat was and having to be saved by a finless one was punishment enough. It's possible.
Welcome back, Shore Walker. You are kind to endanger yourself. You owe us no such loyalty. Pew will be appropriately disciplined for his reckless actions. Now, more than ever, the Sahagin must act with caution and wisdom. Many of our people reside peacefully within our city in the Indigo Deep. But our civilization faces a steady and treacherous decline. We must venture onto land to secure spawning grounds to lay our eggs, and build nurseries to raise our young. It's an essential element of our breeding cycle, an instinct too powerful to ignore. Our traditional spawning grounds were, however, annihilated in the calamity. Thus were we forced to seize this new location, the region the finless ones call Western Lenosha. It is not surprising the shore walkers view our sudden aggressive expansion is not more than an invasion. But this seemingly unprovoked attack on their territories is, in truth, a desperate struggle for survival. Without this land, without the place to rear offspring, the Sahagin race is doomed. We are in no position to wage war against shore walkers. We must attempt a parley and learn to exist side by side. The coral tridents, as you have no doubt realized, do not comprehend the merits of a diplomatic approach. They seek only to control the weak of mind. Those like their brutal serpent reavers, and slaughter all others who oppose them. Do not mistake me as a traitor for my kind. I hold no love for finless ones. I shed no salty tears when the great Leviathan is summoned, and the Lord of the world gathers new drowned shore walkers to his fold. But conflict with your peoples is of the answer to our woes. We must look beyond the present and ensure calmer waters. Waters in which the future of our race can thrive. Shore Walker, your arrival is a precious gift. I would have you become the first stone in the bridge I hope to build between our two peoples, and the rock which blunts the mindless spears of the coral tridents. I pray you, lend us your aid.
Lend your aid to Novv's clutch? You know, I swear myself to your noble cause.
Your presence is most welcome, Shore Walker. My warriors are eager, but lack the experience to engage such vicious opponents as the Coral Tridents. We will halt the Zealots' advance the shoreline and begin to repair the damage they have done to our chance at peace. There is much work ahead, but together we can put an end to this meaningless bloodshed.
And with that, I believe, yes, we have unlocked the society quest with the Sahagin. We start out with a neutral reputation. This will work just like it does with the kobolds. So, same basic deal. We're starting out at 0 out of 150, and we're going to have to do quests 3 a day to get up to 150 for our first rank up, and then several more for further rank ups. Few has our starting quest here. We have a quick snip. Few wishes you to demonstrate your goodwill towards the clutch.
Among the Sahagin, it is the duty of the elder Spawn brothers to aid the Clutch Father with teaching the hatchlings the ways of the sea. It has fallen upon me to instruct my younger Clutchmates in the art of fishing. Our campaign against the coral tridents has left me scant time to hunt for the snipper shells used to craft the heads of our fishing spears. As a symbol of your willingness to aid our clutch, would you gather the shells in my stead? Travel to Moonshade Isle, and first, slay the Poogles for their flesh. If you then place these morsels on the sand, the snippers will soon emerge from their burrows to feed. Paz Elps knows the way to the isle, and only remain upright in the saddle.
Violence of the clams. Few seeks your aid in broadening the culinary horizons of his Spawn brothers.
There are many duties that occupy my time here in the nursery, not the least of which is keeping the hatchlings fed. And though there are many fish to be had in the nearby waters, it would be nice to expose my little Spawn brothers to more of what the sea has to offer. If you could head over to Moonshade Isle and gather an armful of white-cap clams, it would do much for your standing with the clutch. The clams are a delicacy, you see. We must often fight off other predators to claim them. Are you up to the task? For this vital errand, I am sure Pa will be glad to offer you the services of his swiftest Elbst.
Wow, 2 on Moonshade Isle. Alright. They are all there, I swear. A killer strategy. Few wishes to make some lethal adjustments to the battle plans of the Coral Tridents.
Matters have taken a turn for the worse, Shorewalker. The Coral Trident has secured the services of Vol the Shark-Skinned, a Sahagin known for his tactical brilliance. The only reason they would employ a strategist of his caliber would be to plan a major assault on the Shorewalker position. Fortunately, such schemes are easily disrupted. Slay Vol, and their ambitious attack is destined to fail. The tactician should be in possession of a coral armband, a physical symbol of his new allegiance. Bring the bracelet to me, and I shall know you have succeeded in your task.
Remember when I said they were fates? Yeah, and we got one. Oh, that's actually up right now. Shark Nano. Let's go do that first. We have to kill Vol the Shark Skin. We don't have to worry about anything about his minions. We'll just go over here, and we're gonna... Oh, level sync. And it's time for an arrow. Then we just do as we do. If we take too much damage, we heal. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna regen right now. Well, that will be a big help here. I mean, we only got him for another 2 minutes because, you know, the timer's going up whenever I'm talking to NPCs, which kind of sucks, but whatever. At least it pauses whenever you're mounted or in a place where your mount can't appear. That's nice. I wonder if it counts down during cutscenes. I honestly do not know. But yeah, we're totally fine. I'm gonna re-up Arrow, I'm gonna re-up my region, and it's back to throwing rocks. I do wish that I could do more things than just throw rocks and blustering wind, but that's for DPS classes and tanks. Tanks can do more things often. Maybe not. I don't know what they do at this level because I haven't gotten my tank up to this level yet, but who knows? No problem. My tank should be out to this level by the time we, this episode airs. But again, I'm recording things very much out of order, very much concurrently. It's a mess. I'm using a spreadsheet to keep track of it all because, oh god, if I didn't. All in an effort to cut down grinding. You're welcome. Alright, and we got the armband, so now we can turn that in. But before we turn it in, I want to go to Moonshade Isle to do the other two quests. Even though I have the selector quest there, they both take me to the same location, so it's fine. And this place is actually on the map of Western Lenosha. It's just way down here to the west of the Isles of Umbra. I can't remember, but I think I can just fly down here instead of taking the elves, but it is definitely much faster to take the elves. Dear God, it is much faster. Alright, I only need to kill 2 Poogles. What the? Oh, hello, Uragnite. Where the bloody hell did you come from? If you don't mind me, I'm gonna pick up these clams. These Arachnites do not like me picking up the clams. Actually, I'm going to attack this Poogle as well, because I'm pretty sure it'll aggro on us when I get closer to the clam. So F it. We'll kill them both. Alright. To the crab burrows. And now I can return.
How fares your great hunt for sniffer shells? Yes, these are fine specimens indeed. Though difficult to crack, the resulting splinters are uncommonly sharp and rigid, perfect for spearheads. Thank you, Shore Walker. Learning to thrust, engaging distance to prey. These are skills also Hagen must learn. The hardest part of teaching the hatchlings, however, is making sure they do not impale themselves or each other. Have you been to Moonshade Isle? Let me see your hall. This is a rare bounty. You have made many friends within the clutch this day. I will drop these clams in a rock pool to keep them fresh. Cook them? No, no. They must be eaten raw, Shore Walker. Slay Vol, and bring me the armband he wears. This one? There are patches of scarlet on this bracelet, Shore Walker. I hope this is Vol's blood, and not your own. With the loss of their tactician, the Coral Tridents will have no choice but to rethink their attack plans. I am impressed. What you lack in fins, you make up for in courage.
And now I do this for another... God, how many days? 4 days? I do this for another 4 days. And then we can get their next quest. Alright, so after I did my 3 Sahagin quests for this day, I looked at my reputation and I saw, oh, look at that. We're at 150 points. I have 150, which means we can now do the next quest in the Sahagin storyline. So, let's talk to Novv here and see what he has for us. The Scarlet Bloodletter. Novv needs a rock to sink the bloodthirsty ambitions of the Coral Tridents. I'm not sure why I need a rock for that, but alright.
Tide brings ill news, Shore Walker. It seems the Coral Tridents and their finless pets, the Serpent Reavers, are even now swarming another vessel, the coast of western Lenosha. But there is still time. We must not let them sink this ship, as we did the last one. Should the Tridents continue to agitate the waters with such ambition, the Shore Walker Elders will surely bring their armies against us. Shore Walker, you're in Thay, is it? I need you to become the rock I spoke of when we first met, board the trading vessel known as the Swallow, as soon as you are able, and blunt the thrusts of my foolhardy kin. We Sahagin are comfortable with swimming long distances, but you have not required physiology. You must speak with my son, Pa. The elves he breeds are trained to carry those wounded in deep water skirmishes. But they will just as easily carry an uninjured warrior into battle. Your sea beast steed awaits.
Where is Pa? There he is. We've used him before to get to, what was that, Shorebreak Isle, I think it was called? Something like that.
The Clutch Father had told me of your need. This elf is the largest and swiftest creature in my stable, and should have no difficulty in bearing you across the waves. Be sure you are prepared for heavy combat, Shore Walker. The Coral Tridents often bring their own sea beasts into battle, ill-treated and foul-tempered brutes all. And I speak not of their Serpent Reavers, though the description may be apt. Are you ready to turn my elves to swallow, finless one?
Yeah. To the boat. This boat is actually used not. Oh wait. Yeah, this boat is actually not only used in this quest, but it's also just used in like other general daily quests for the Sahagin. So I was actually here earlier today, having to pick up crates. Please, take whatever you want. Just let me keep my insides on the inside. You don't work for those marrow-sucking fishbacks? You're to rescue me and my crew. Well then, I won't question trying to reach us in the middle of the ocean without a vessel of your own. This proud lady is the Swallow, and I'm her slightly less than proud captain. We were in fact in the ignoble process of abandoning ship. If you truly wish to save our skins, then I would be much obliged if you were to stall the enemies on deck while our men continue to repair the lifeboats. Stall them how, you ask? Well, try spilling some of their black blood and see if that helps, I guess? Alright, so we gotta defeat 5 of the enemies here. I think I can take on 2 at once, or at least I can put arrow on 2. Yeah, easily. Uh-oh, I just brought a 3rd one into battle. That was not my intention. Okay, we're doing fine. Let's just put 2 more things with arrow. We've won at this point. Oh, actually, we're taking damage. Is that oh, he doesn't have the arrow anymore. Shoot. That elf's just gonna keep on hitting us. Okay, I don't want to get closer that way so that elf's doesn't target on us when we don't need him. And they're dead. Go me. Alright, Captain, I killed 5 enemies. How you doing? Oh, by the Navigator's nightshirt. You certainly are a force of nature. I was so focused on your deadly dance that I scarce noticed the lifeboats were in the water. It pains my heart to lose my dear Swallow. Losing my innards would be more painful still. Come, my brave lad. I can hear the tavern and airport calling our names. Thank you for your aid, my stalwart friend. If you had inexplicably appeared miles from the coast without a sail in sight, I fear my crew and I would now be taking one final rest on the ocean bed, alongside the broken hull of my sweet Swallow. I have but recently fitted the ship with lifeboats, and I am full glad I did. 'Twas the sinking of that trading ship not long past that prompted me to take such precautions. An awful business, that. Tell me, how is an honest man meant to make a living when the trade routes are thus preyed upon? How can mere merchants be expected to fight through a sea of slavering fishbacks? Those that attacked us were so bold as to introduce themselves before clambering over our sails. The coral tridents, they said they were, and praised their leader as some manner of red-hued sea devil. A red-hued sea devil? Pray forgive my outburst. Storm Lieutenant Uru Kogururu. Kogururu? Dear God. At your service. Captain, this is of vital importance. Do you recall exactly which red hue the Sahagin used to describe their leader? It would have to have been scarlet. Would it? Well, now that you mention it, I'm fairly certain it was scarlet. If it were crimson or carmine, I'm sure I would have remembered. A merchant captain must keep abreast of such details, you understand. 12 above. The demon rises from the depths once more. Is something terribly amiss, Lieutenant? Some 15 years ago, there was one Sahagin pirate of such cruelty, such depravity, that he plunged the entire region of western Lenosha into gibbering terror. The hands of the stoutest sailor would shake at the mere hint of his shadow on the waves. Truly, he was a monster that froze the hearts of men. Even the knights of the Barracuda were powerless to halt this villain's rampage. So much delight did he take in the act of slaughter that the white coral necklace he wore was stained perpetually red with blood. Thus was the beast man whispered of in tavern room tales as the Scarlet Sea Devil. 'Tis been so long since the name's been uttered, I thought him perished of old age, but it appears the horror lives on. Oh, these are dark days, my friends. I must return to Camp Skull Valley and report this development to Commander Falkbrita at once. Well, this Sea Devil fellow sounds awfully unpleasant, doesn't he? Perhaps losing my ship was not the most terrible fortune after all. I mean, did you have insurance on it? What's insurance? Oh. Well, I managed to save some things from the hold before we fled at least. I would be honored if you would accept a small token of my gratitude. It is not, alas, a sack bulging with coin. You'll, however, find no finer friend than these oranges for fending off illness on long sea voyages. We have oranges, which we're going to share with Novv, apparently. Also, they're talking about like the Scarlet Sea Devil was from 15 years ago, but I thought what didn't Novv say before? And granted, it's been a bit since I recorded the last segment. Didn't Novv say before that like the coral tridents were new or something to that effect? So I don't think they were around 15 years ago. They couldn't be the same guy. So what's going on here? Maybe Novv can tell us. We'll have a nice snack of oranges and maybe get a little bit of history.
Yaranthe, you have returned. My spawnlings have heard rumors from the Coral Trident camp that the crew of the Swallow escaped with the aid of an elf-riding shore walker. Well done. Though the ship was taken, the lives you saved will spare us much enmity. What is it you have there?
Oranges?
Ah, I have seen the likes of these before. Fruit, yes? Picked from your land-grown trees. Clutch, Father, what are those? They smell strange. Oranges? Do they taste as good as sea cucumbers? They are a gift from our shore looker friend. Be sure to thank him and share them evenly. I'm looking at you. Evenly. Among your clutch mates. Thank you, shore walker. Still so innocent. But I cannot shelter them from the world's harsh truths forever. What of you, Yaranthe? Have you any offspring?
No.
I imagine a warrior of your stature would have received many eggs from your matriarch. Ah, but you shorter walkers do not lay eggs, correct?
No, but some people like to give out 900 eggs in a day to just anybody walking by. It's a thing. It happens.
there is much I am unfamiliar with concerning your kind. There is also much of our people you likely find mysterious. For instance, why have the coral tridents suddenly come to prominence?
Yeah. What's this about 15 years ago?
Those who succeed in battle are vaunted amongst their kin. And with their strategic use of the Serpent Reavers, the Tridents have achieved a growing number of victories. Now you tell me they boast of a new leader. You are certain of the name?
That's what we've heard.
This does not bode well for our plans at all. I do not expect the Scarlet Sea Devil to return.
Oh, they are an old thing. Huh. Reputation up. We've now been. You have achieved recognized reputation with Novv's Clutch. New Sahagin Society daily quests are now available from Ho at Novv's Nursery. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from Novv's Clutch Venger. And we get an achievement, Killing Me Softly. Funny. So now there are new quests, not only from Ho, but also Few. I already did 3 quests from Few earlier, and this isn't the case necessarily always. I think it's, for some reason there are some rank ups that don't do this, but at times, generally, when you hit a rank up with your beast tribe, if you already did your 3 quests for that day with them, they will reset and you'll get to do an extra bonus 3. Pretty cool. Additionally, in a Realm Reborn only, at each stage, an additional NPC will appear that will give you quests. So I could now do 6 in a day with the Sahagins, not counting the fact that I can do double Few today. On top of that, look at this now. We're now showing rank 2, recognized here on our reputation page, and now it takes us 360 points to do. Few will still give us the same 3 quests, well, not same 3, from the same pool of quests, and they're still worth the same rewards that they were before. But Ho over here, their quests come from a different bank, and they'll give us more experience, more reputation, and more Allian Thompson's Poetics. Still one venture, and probably more gil. What was that? That was 4,700 experience and, what was it, 600 gil? Whereas Fuse are... Yeah, it's more. So what I'm going to do, we're going to accept the 3 quests from Ho. We're going to do all 3 of these quests, and we're just going to show 3 of these new quests, and then we'll move on to the next segment. So we have In the Shadow of the Moon. The tales from the sea are ever written salt in blood, and on a sleepy little island in a Galadian bay. The plot grows suddenly thicker.
You know of Moonshade Isle, yes? It's one of the favored fishing grounds of my people, including we of Novv's Clutch. Sadly, the Coral Tridents know this as well. They shinned the Serpent Reavers to their gentle isle to scatter the fish and bedevil the fishers. The Reavers skulk on the island, but they mean to seize it for themselves. Our Spawn brothers go hungry as long as these foul pirates are unchallenged. Would you dispatch the Reavers and unchain Moonshade Isle? You need an elf to reach the isle. Speak with the she-beast tamer Pa, and all shall be well.
Put a shock in it. Ho is much troubled by the state of the spawning grounds and seeks a handy shorewalker for some light poison control. Oh dear.
We ventured on the land solely to secure a place for the Indigo Matriarch to spawn. But the spawning grounds remain untamed, for too many of our people see more honor in a spear than a mattock. Such is our need that we must turn to a shore walker for aid. Chief among our concerns is the gas sprayed from the local barnacles. Their noxious fumes would harm our eggs. The most effective way of dealing with this is to stuff the spraying orifices with moon jellyfish. But beware the Shapsha Poogles, will you stopper the barnacles? They do not take kindly to strangers manhandling their favored schnacks.
And lastly, a nap before drowning. Ho has a nose for obnoxious happenings in the spawning grounds, especially when the coral tridents are involved.
The waves bring news of shore walkers held captive by the coral tridents. They are in the maelstrom, mere recruits. They are certain to be drowned, their minds twisted by Leviathan's awesome powers. Unless something is done, the maelstrom may feel it necessary to strike back. Go to their rescue, shore walker. Deep within the spawning grounds, you will find them lying insensate. The gas spewing forth from the trident's paralysis pots comes from noxious barnacles that renders them helpless. Use these stoppers to plug the pots stationed by the recruits. They should come to shortly thereafter, once the air clears.
What if I get paralyzed? Is that a possibility? Oh dear. We're also gonna do I'm gonna do the quest from Few today as well, but we'll do those off screen. We're just gonna do these 3 guaranteed new quests. Oh, I guess we'll start with talking to Pa and going to Moonshade. All right, where's? I don't see anything. They're just gonna appear when I get near. Oh, god damn it! Yeah, they do. And I gotta fight this Poogle too. I'm gonna put some arrow on both of them. I wonder if I could just run him over there, but that'd probably attract more Poogles, so we'll just fight the one. Alright. And now I'll pledge the... Wait, what do you mean there's 4? Where's the other one at? There he is. Excellent. And now for the other side, we can just trigger both of them. Oh, we got a Poogle. Where's the other guy, though? I'm not getting the second one to spawn. Maybe I can only get one to spawn at a time. Alright, arrow, all 3 of these things. And the sniper holy spam. Alright, where's the last one? There we go. I don't know why that was funny. Okay. Now we get to go over here. We haven't been over in this area yet. We'll go through the cave, actually. We'll go through the tunnels. Okay, so noxious particles. There's 3 of them here. We will have enemies that will aggro on us, but hopefully we stay away from them. Not that we can't kill them, but you know, for the sake of time, I prefer not to deal with enemies. We're gonna stop up these barnacles with jellyfish. Oh, he's gonna see. He's not seeing us? Amazing. Wait, so there's something else over here? Oh, no, I see. Oh, there's a paralysis pot here, too. Gonna go around this guy. Use the pot stopper. Adventurer, you've saved my sanity. Those cursed fishbacks would part me from mine own mind. Get out of here.
Now the show that sheiks to be drowned. Your inmost wish I shall grant.
No. Okay, at least the shoal tooth doesn't see us. I thought he was going to turn around during all that and we'd have to fight him. Oh my. It's our last particle? Yeah, it's our last particle. Oh, there's a Poogle here. This is the only one that had a Poogle. Alright, let's find the other 3 pots. Could be one, yeah, right here. What? I'm not. What? What in the navigator's name am I doing? We have to get out of here.
You dare take what belongs to Lord Leviathan?
I dare. Don't worry, Sahagin. I'm eventually gonna come kill your god. I don't know what episode that's gonna be, but I'm eventually gonna come kill your god. Don't you worry. You won't be left out. Your god will perish by my hand. We kill so many gods. Where am I? What is this? We were attacked. Taken by the Sahagin. Must report.
And on that show that shakes me down.
Oh, this is repeated dialogue. Alright. Sadness. When the second one wasn't repeated, I thought maybe they would all be different. Turns out that's a lie. Alright, where's the last pot? Here, oh, damn it, Sahagin. Alright, paralysis spot. We're probably gonna fight another Sahagin. What a dream. Home before the calamity. Had it pretty good, didn't I? But my home's with the Maelstrom now. I better get back.
Coral trying to take no prisoners. Well, except this time. Never your mind that I prepare to die.
This poor guy doesn't quite know what he's talking about. Like, we don't take prisoners, but I literally just freed your prisoner. That doesn't count. I'm gonna kill you. Look, yeah, no, you won't. I'm gonna throw rocks at you until you die. Like that. Alright, We can go back to Ho now. Oh, Gollum reference. Love it.
You have done well for our Schman brothers. Fleet they will grow, with no pirates to keep them from the waves. The Shore Walker pirates are hateful to my eyes. I rejoice in their demise. The Clutch Father counsels us to fight only when we cannot swim away. But what in times like this? If we swim away, our brothers will be left to starve, unschooled in the ways of the fisher. The way is as unclear as a schleem mush churned. The barnacles are stubborn. Good. I'll begin to fear the spawning itself may be in peril. I am grateful. If we do not spawn, it is the end for our people. What use to stride off to war? There are no spawnlings to return to, no matriarch to continue the line. But young males never listen.
That's true.
The captive shore walkers swim free. Good. They're drowned in their place, for Lord Leviathan must have his dues. But shore walkers are a vengeful people. For every maelstrom won for Lord Leviathan, there'll be retribution in kind and more. Not worth the trouble, I should think.
Well, with that, we're now at 42 points. Once I do the other 3 quests, that'll bring us to 72. And that means that this is only going to take me 5 days. 5 days total. So 4 more days after today to get to the next rank. How's that? All right, we are ready for the next part of the Sahagin quest. We've gotten up to 360 points, so let's see what's next. Watching the spawn. Novv is in need of someone to watch his clutch while he attends to an important task. Oh, am I gonna be babysitting?
Yaranthe.
Oh, no, that's not quite right.
Yaranthe, I wish to ask a tedious favor of you.
Oh, no, I don't quite have Novv's voice anymore. Shit.
There is a task to which I must attend. A task that will take me away from the nursery for a time. Thus, I'll have you watch over my clutch while I am gone.
There we go, that's better.
You need not feed or discipline the spawnlings. Few, Ho and Sue, have such duties within hand. The coral tridents concern me. It would be foolish to think our acts of sabotage have escaped their notice, and they surely desire vengeance. Thus far, my presence has been sufficient to deter any such reprisals. But should they learn of my absence, to where do you travel, Clutch Father? What is this task of which you speak? Do not question your elder, Sue. Your duty is to care for your spawn brothers. That and not more. I leave the safety of the nursery to you, Yaranthe. I'll return as soon as I am able. But Clutch Father,
I'm your clutch father now. Alright, Sue, so you seem to object.
I have never known the Clutch Father to leave the nursery in another's care. The fate of our people must hang in the balance. I only wish that he would trust us with all the details. Spawnlings we may be, but we have taken our warrior rights. And yet the Clutch Father not even described to us the battles of his youth. Now that I think on it, he's told us almost nothing of himself. We know little of his past, or his part in the old ways. Will you do something for me, Erenthay? I want you to find out about this vital task, and learn if there's aught we can do to aid the Clutch Father.
But I'm supposed to stay here and make sure that there's no attacks.
Many of our older kin speak of him with reverence and respect. They live scattered about our territory, the Reef of Sending, Reaverhide, and even one on Moonshade Isle. Though you may need one of Pa's elves to carry you there. Perhaps in their stories, you might hear the clue we need to solve this mystery. Now, to get them to speak with you, you need to show them the shell inscribed with our clutch mark. That should cause their memories to tumble forth of their own accord. The elders do love to reminisce about the old days.
That is true. We all have nostalgia for our childhoods and glory days. It's a fact. Alright, we're gonna go to Moonshade Isle first, because that's, you know, connects right here. Easy. Ah, there he is. The Silverfin Shahwagan.
Leave me be, Shorewalker. This is my isle. I'm harming no one.
Oh, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to learn.
Why do you carry Novv's clutch mark? Has he cashed his lot in with the finless ones? But it's too late for Novv. His time ended long ago. Zug is the champion of the spawning grounds now. No other warrior is fit to claim the mantle of the Scarlet She-Devil. Mark my words. He shall rise to greatness on a mountain of Shorewalker bones.
Oh boy. So you've been bought in on this new guy. Alright, where are the other two? Okay, one's over there, and spawn. Okay, they're both that direction. Time to fly! Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba ba.
This is a sacred place, Shorewalker. Only the tridents of Ul'dah are allowed to impale the Reef of Sending. You come at the behest of Novv's clutch. The spawnlings wish to know more than Clutch Father, do they? It is odd they send the Shorewalker, but then many things are appear odd to my aged eyes. Listen well, finless one. Novv was once the undisputed leader of the Coral Tridents, a mighty warrior who fought of naught but the glory and prosperity of his people. You tell his offspring that. You tell them they have to be proud of their clutch father and his deeds.
So we can kind of piece together here. He is the former Scarlet Sea Devil. It's a title, not a name. And he used to be quite bloodthirsty and vicious, and probably killed a lot of finless ones. And then something made him stop. We don't know what that something is yet.
Why do you bother me, finless one? I've not summoned any reavers to do my bidding.
I just got questions, man.
So, you are the one others have seen consorting with Novv's clutch. Fortunate for you that all shorewalkers the same to us. If you come seeking your Sahagin friend, I hear Novv has come to parley with Zug in the Serpent's Tongue. I can only guess at the subject of their discussion. Here, take your shell back, finless one.
Alright, where are they at? Oh, down there. Okay. Oh no, wait, that's not down there. That's actually the Novv's clutch. We gotta go report back, I guess. Very well. There it is.
Well, aren't they? The old ones have much to say.
Yeah, kinda.
The Clutch father once led the Coral Tridents. Incredible. And now you say he goes to meet with the Trident's current leader? Huh. You cannot possibly expect to negotiate with those fanatics. The stink of ambush upon this parley, which is even me here. Oh, Clutch Father. This is why you chose to attend the meeting without your spawnlings. You mean to fight those savages alone? Finlish one, aren't they? I would willingly face my battle myself, but I cannot abandon my duty to protect my clutch mates. It falls to you to ensure this does not end in tragedy. The Clutch Father is meeting with the Coral Tridents and the Serpent's Tongue. You are the only one I can trust to rescue him when the parley turns sour. And you can be sure it will.
Oh dear. Well, let's go rescue Novv before they try to kill him. Almost lost where I was on the map. Where? Oh, here we go. You don't see me? Ah, god damn it. Oh, we made it. Nice. It's gonna try and kill us after we get out of this cutscene, but whatever.
You come alone into our lair, Novv. Your mind is as wilted as your fins, old one. Fair greeting to you too, young thug. You have no right to call me by that name. I am the Scarlet Sea Devil. Enemies of the Coral Tridents tremble at my coming. You would do well to show some respect. Calm yourself, Zug. I did not come here to trade insults. I only wish to talk. Have you thought about our future, Zug? The future of the Sahagin? Have you seen how our people fade into darkness like the evening sun sinking below the ocean waves. Poetry, Novv. You have become even more pitiful than I suspected. You were once feared above all, bloodthirsty as a shark, deadly as a ray's sting, savage as a sea serpent, the terror of the indigo deep. You were the first Scarlet Sea Devil. Have you forgotten who you truly are?
Did our character just not piece that together? Dear God.
I consigned that title to the deep long ago, along with my heinous past. And that is why your legacy must live on through me. The coral tridents will thrust our spears into the very heart of this land and bathe in the gushing blood of the finless ones. If we lack the territory in which to spawn, we shall take it by force. Our offspring will thrive on sand that has drunk the life water spilled from our enemies. I see my words are wasted on you. Is it so hard to understand, Zug? What is needed right now is diplomacy, not war. Your hubris will doom our spawnlings to lives of violence and misery. With the edge of a soldier's blade, the only sure Circes? The only one doomed here is you! Do you expect to leave here alive, Novv? Kill the traitor! Rip off his fins! Strip away his scales! You said he was weak now. Feeble. Cowards! Spineless sea dogs!
I mean, if you call them cowards, why don't you try and fight them yourself, one-on-one, Zug?
Return to the shallows, Zug. You are not ready for the ocean deep. This is far from over, old one. As the infirmities of age claim your vigor, I shall only grow stronger. We shall see which of us is remembered by history as a true Scarlet Sea Devil.
Coward.
Yerente, you stood ready to rush to my rescue. I smell Sue's hand in this. I yet speak of him as my little spawnling, but his instincts are those of a warrior grown. My strength has not dimmed so much that I cower in the fins of my offspring. But you have my thanks all the same. Come, let us return to the nursery. It would not be wise for you to linger here.
Oh, that's fine, I've been here before.
What?
Don't worry about it. Hey, sea wasps. Oh wait, yeah, it still wants to fight me. Yeah, okay. It's been waiting this whole time. And God, after, like, I like how make the song can sound, but they are a terror on my throat. Jesus. Ugh.
An explanation is in order, aren't they? Sue! Sue! Get over here. I'll have you hear this as well. I am listening, Clutch Father. There is much I have kept from the Clutch, but the wreckage of my past cannot stay submerged forever. It is time to tell you my tale. 15 years ago, I led the Coral Tridents in countless acts of piracy, pillage, slaughter, kidnapping. There was no foul deed I did not commit. For the shore walkers of Lenosha, there was nightmare made flesh, a demon from the Indigo Deep, the Scarlet Sea Devil. All those I killed, all the land I seized. I did so for my future of my people. I had not a single shred of doubt. My actions were just. I was as zealous as Zug is now. It is tradition among the Sahagin that our queen, the Indigo Matriarch, reward a proven warrior with the clutch of her eggs. Such a champion earns the right to become Clutch Father to the spawnlings thus hatched. Even among the elite, my victories overshadowed all others. The matriarch honored me with more than 100 eggs, from which many healthy offspring emerged. My clutch was the envy of the tribe. Never in my arrogance and pride did I expect what was to happen next. I returned to my nursery after a typical campaign of looting ships, only to be greeted by a sight that haunts me to this day. The broken corpses of my spawnlings, strewn atop one another in a gruesome mountain of death. This was an act of pure vengeance. The shore walkers had trailed me to our island home and waited patiently for me to leave. Then they put my children to the sword. I wept and howled that it seemed my sanity had fled. And then, all at once, I understood. The blame for my spawnling's grisly fate, it belonged with me. Hate and suffering brings only more of the same. It draws you into a whirling maelstrom of reprisal and retaliation that leads to naught but a soulless abyss. My salvation lay in the few unhatched eggs that had somehow escaped the bloody retribution. I cast away my hollow dreams of glory and focused on raising my surviving sons. You and your spawn brothers, Sue. The Scarlet Sea Devil died that day, and Novv, the Clutch Father, was born. I am proud of you, Clutch Father. We will stop the Coral Tridents, I promise you. Not just for ourselves, or the clutch mates we left behind. Does it all make sense now, aren't they? The reason I recruited you to our cause? To be truthful, I have never forgiven the shore walkers for what was done. But I will never let my actions be guided by rage, for that path will not bring us the peace I desire. No, I would create a legacy worth leaving for my children. Let us continue building that bridge, aren't they?
Man, I like Novv. And our reputation has gone up to friendly. And there are now new Sahagin Society daily quests. And even more stuff with the vendor. So now we have Sue, Poe, and I guess Few's not gonna have anything more for us today for some reason. Whatever. Oh yeah, so now Sue will give us even more quests that we can do each day. So that's fun. Additionally, now it's going to take us 510 points to get to our next ranking quest for the Sahagin, and it's actually going to be the last one. So we're almost done. But first, let's see what today's daily quests are from Sue. More experience, more gil, a rainbow tide shop, which is used for their shop. So that's nice. 10 poetics and 20 relations. Nice. And then with each of the quests here from Sue, we'll get to choose one of these level 4 materia. So let's go ahead and do 3 of the quests here, and then we will move on. Removing the stain. Sue would have you remove a dangerous threat to the peace of the spawning grounds.
A notorious serpent reaver captain by the name of Swiss the Stained has been seen meeting with the leaders of the Coral Tridents. We do not know what foul plans they are hatching, but not that fiendish brute is involved, which bodes well for the peace of the spawning grounds. I do not think it wise to stand back and allow events to unfold. If the death of one loathsome pirate can spare my people future tragedy, then so be it. The captain often shuts herself away in her quarters, but you might catch her walking about in the serpent's tongue. Slay this dangerous woman, yeren't they, and bring me the coral necklace that signifies her loyalty to the Coral Tridents.
That's another fate. Oh, it's happening right now. How much time is 6 minutes? Let's get these other ones. The tale's the best part. Sue has a culinary favor to ask of you.
I have a favor to ask of you, yeren't they? While my Spawn brothers and I can survive on fish alone, it would do much for our spirits to fill our bellies with a different kind of flesh. It has been an age since we have feasted on axolotl. We used to hunt the creatures often, but the Tridents herded them on to the spawning grounds. If you were to venture into Trident territory and bring back a succulent tail, it would do much to endear yourself to my people. If you truly wish to bring us a treat, then stew the flesh in the boiling fish broth with the shaps of warriors, and it becomes juicy and tender. You may be accustomed or accosted by hungry tridents, while you wait for the meat to soften. Like most soldiers, they take any threat to their food supply very seriously.
And Times of the Trident. Sue needs your help to curtail a Sahagin strike force.
The Coral Tridents are rallying their warriors to make a push on the shore walker position. They mean to start open warfare. We cannot allow them to steer our race towards oblivion. You must find the 3 chiefs in charge of the operation and end their mad rush for glory. The swiftest way to force a confrontation with these leaders is to launch an attack against their clans. Defeat members of the Shapsa Shelf Scales, Shelf Claws, and Shelf Teeth, and you will soon draw the ire of their chiefs. Quickly now, where their momentum becomes unstoppable.
Alright, let's try to get to that fate before it ends. There's not a lot of time on it. It's only got 4 minutes. And I think I know... I think I know the boss for this one. Should be the person right up here? No? Or do I have to kill some of them before they'll spawn? I think I do. Okay, so I gotta lead some of these out and just kill a group of them before the captain will appear. So let's use some holy. That's... Okay, yeah, there we go. I don't know how many to kill, but hopefully we can get them fast enough, because I don't know when this fate will spawn again. So I know once I kill enough, she's gonna run up here. So that's why I'm starting up here. And then I guess I'm just gonna... Ooh. Let's do a region. I'm just gonna hold you right here in the middle of where people are. Coming up, Captain! I've only got 3 minutes to find you and kill you. I'd appreciate it if you made this quick. Well, she hasn't appeared yet. There's a lot of progress on the quest bar, though. Maybe after this guy? Give it 3 seconds. Okay. Attack another. I guess I might as well just like keep attacking until I see her appear. So we don't waste our precious seconds. I honestly don't think we're gonna kill her in time. Or there she is. Oh my god. I fucking fell off. Like an idiot. Oh, she came down. Fuck me. I have a minute and a half to kill her. I don't think this is gonna happen. Not as a white mage. No, there's no chance. There's no chance. I'm just gonna kill this Reaver. That would get, you know, like, get a teensy bit of experience and a single kill. If she would have been spawned like before I got here, I could have killed her in time. I would have had 4 minutes to do it, but having to lure her out screwed me over. Well, at least we got deals out of it, I guess. Alright, while we wait for this fate to respawn, let's go do the other quests. Oh, they're both right on top of each other. Nice. Alright, axolotls that really don't look like axolotls. Nobody tell Robo Ozzy that I'm killing axolotls. They will have my head on a pike. And where do I do it? Oh, the fate's already back? No. Wow, okay. Shit. It immediately respawned. Oh, I didn't level sync. Fucking idiot. Alright, let's get these guys all together. I should only need to kill, I think, 2 more? After I get this group of 4? Maybe just 1? I think 2. So we'll get this Reaper and then we'll get the right hand. Here, are you appearing yet, Captain? There you are. Alright, I'm gonna keep over here. This time we've got plenty of time to kill her. We got 7 minutes. It's gonna be slow because we're a wide mage and all we have is arrow and stone. But we'll be able to do it. Ah, shit. The other Reaper is between me. I'm gonna take him out. That way I don't have 2 things attacking me. Actually, you know what would be helpful? I can just get on the bridge. Nobody's gonna see me when I'm down here. Okay, let's rig up the arrow in her. I'm gonna redo the region on me. Is that 60%? And it's been about a minute and a half. Would you stop AOing and making me need to move? It's so rude. I'm a caster. I don't want to move. Thank God we're not playing as Black Mage. Woody, if you're wanting to get in on this, you better hurry up. I don't know if you're going to have enough time. I'm going to do Holy. Take care of these other ones that Woody brought in the fight. Woody, I don't know if you got credit, but good luck. For your sake, I hope you did. Alright, now I can do the other quests. We got the axolotl tail. Now let's go cook it. Broth trough. Shelf Claw guards. Alright, is our tail cooked? Oh, Shelf Spine Guard. I feel like that fate is constantly going. But it just started up again. I know for these ones that are like related to beast traps, they have to make them happen often, otherwise people can get screwed over. But it feels like that one in particular, just like always. The rubbery axolotl tail slowly softens in the boiling broth. I don't know why we could have brought it back to Novv's collection and cooked it there, but all right. Okay, let's kill some enemies. We got a shelf claw. We got shelf scale. Is there? I don't see the third type over here. So we're just gonna get next to the whelks and do holy. Alright, their chieftain should spawn once they die. I'm gonna keep doing holy. This is the one thing I really like about playing White Mage, is holy spam. It makes groups of enemies so easy to deal with. Alright, and then we'll destroy these ballistas. And now I need to find where a sapsless shelf tooth is. There's one. There's only 2 enemies. I'm not going to bother with holy spam. Look at that. Already dead. I'm going to re-up arrow. Throw a stone at that whelp. And now we get the to you. I wonder how far I would need to run for the ballistas not to target me anymore. We're not going through. I'm just curious. All right, let's go turn these in.
Swiss, the stained is one of the Trident's most vile pets. Bring me her coral necklace.
I did.
Oh, my apologies. This trinket is proof that the pirate you defeated was indeed that captain, and none other. The Reavers will have little time for villainy when they contest the matter of her succession. I do not understand why the Trident's associate with such scum. It seems our clutch father has far better taste in choosing his shore walker allies.
He does. Right.
Have you returned to rescue us from our unending diet of fish?
Yep.
That wonderful smell! You stewed the meat. This may be your greatest contribution to the clutch yet. The chiefs are vanquished? That is good. Our people will never find salvation with such short-sighted warmongers in control. But I fear that those who step up to fill this void of authority will offer us little better. We must remain vigilant.
Like Clutch Father, like Son, Novv is clearly agitated by a recent development concerning the Coral Tridents.
Our efforts to achieve peace may have all been in vain, haven't they? By undermining Zug's leadership and the farce of a parley. I'm afraid I have stripped away what little restraint he had left. The coral tridents have attacked yet another ship, and this time they have taken a prisoner. While the raid itself is sufficient cause for concern, the fools have abducted a high-ranking Lominsan official. Now the situation is political. If the threats posed by the return of Lord Leviathan weren't enough, this incident will surely put pressure on the Shore Walkers' elders to escalate their engagement to full-scale war. Yerenthe, I beg you, you must speak with the Maelstrom Commander. It is vital that we learn what plans have been set in motion, that there is aught we can do to contain the damage caused by Zug's insanity. The nearest officer of rank will be in Camp Skull Valley. You are a mighty hero. Perhaps your words will sway the Maelstrom from a path they doubtless do not wish to tread.
Well, let's try if we can stop war. I have no tasks for you at present, adventurer. A recent crisis is demanding our full attention, and it is no simple matter of ousting a nest of belligerent dodos. The Scarlet She-Devil, an infamous fishback pirate we had long thought perished, had the temerity to lead an assault on a Lominsan warship. In addition to the heavy casualties they inflicted on the crew, the Sahagin reportedly took prisoner our Counselor of Coin. Counselor Turston is one of the Admiral's most trusted advisors, and an essential figure in the day-to-day running of the Thalassocracy. His abduction is a blatant act of hostility, which the Maelstrom must give answer. We go to war. Wait, actually, hold on. Have we considered an alternate course of action? There's only one response to this kind of attack. Admiral Blotherstreet has already instructed our troops to make ready for a full-scale retaliation. The warships of the Armada are assembled and await but the order to set sail. Those savages won't know what hit them. The charts will need to be redrawn after our cannons are done bombarding their shore. Then we'll send in the ground levy. That's us, to mop up any fishbacks that survive the cannons. Look, but listen, you really shouldn't. Save your breath, adventurer. The fishbacks forfeited any right to negotiation when they laid their slimy talons on a Navy vessel. Brute force is the only language they understand. Oh dear. This is not good. Novv, any other bright ideas? They're not listening to me.
So, the finless ones will not be deterred from their righteous course. No matter who emerges the victor in the coming conflict, slaughter will be answered with slaughter, and our spawning grounds shall give birth to naught but death. I can see but one way to steer us clear of this abyss. You and I rescue the Shorewalker official ourselves. Before we can attempt to undo this madness, however, we must first discover where the Counselor is being held. An ambitious scheme such as this would require extensive planning, and Zug likely provided his Serpent Reaver lackeys with some manner of written instruction. A search of the Serpent's tongue may provide us with the information we need. quickly now, here and there. Time is of the essence.
Where exactly am I going? I do not see a red circle marker anywhere. Oh dear. Ah, right there. Sometimes you gotta click on the quest. Well, I mean, you don't have to. Like, it's there. I couldn't see it because of the fate. But clicking on the quest will always, like, bring it right... Well, not the quest, but, like, the description of the quest will always bring it right in view. Nice and easy to see. Ale-stained parchment. I don't know. I take it back to Novv. Oh, I didn't mention it, but this is the finale for the Saga quest. That should have been clear. Pretty sure I mentioned at the end of the last quest that, hey, next up's the end. But when you're recording things in a mixed-matched order, you forget details.
Your search, Yarendei, was it successful? Ah, yes. The parchment is soiled. I can still make out the words. They plan to keep the council a prisoner aboard the Lost Duchess, one of the Reaver's own ships. I do not know if these were Zug's final instructions, but we have no time to assume otherwise. Ride an elf step to where the pirate's vessel is said to have dropped anchor, and take the crew by surprise. Though I do not swim quite so swiftly as with a paw sea beast, trust that I will not be far behind.
I mean, does he not have two? We could ride together. We could ride on the same one, or maybe we can't support both of our weights. Or if he has two, you know, we could both ride on one at the same time. All right, if you want to swim, you can swim.
The Cluth bid me ready my swiftest dubst. We should have held on tightly, Shawwalker.
I'll do my best, Pa. Release me, you fiends! Do you know who I am? Listen, that is never gonna anybody anywhere saying that.
Silence, Shawwalker. Try to escape, and I'll slice gills into your neck. Maybe then you'll be able to breathe underwater.
You think me cowed by simple threats? We Lamentions would not be intimidated by your base savagery.
You try my patience, Finlish one. Continue your squawking, and I'll drop you over the rail. You? But how?
My rescuers have arrived at last. Who are you? You're not a Master Soldier. What in the navigator's name is going on here?
Even they.
Yeah, so.
I will defend the counselor, while you liberate the key to his shackles. One of these cordial trained zealots must carry it.
That counselor has to be so confused right now. It's like, wait, what do you mean a Sahagins protect me? Well, the Vera tries to find the key. What the shit is happening? I was gonna go up here, we're gonna holy spam. Doesn't see how many we need to kill. Maybe it's just 3. Could also just be 1. And key? Ah, here we go. A Coral Sahagin. You have the key. It sounds. Wait, are you an Arcanist? You're an Arcanist. Huh. The sound effects is what clued me in. Alright, give me a key. Why is this Sahagin come to my aid? Am I to trade one captain for another? Stupid. Get up and get out. My thanks. Those manacles were beginning to chafe. Now I can see that you are some manner of sellsword. I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Scaled gentleman. A friend of yours? We're both just looking at each other just like, this guy's an idiot.
We're not free of this yet. Stay close to me, lest you be tossed overboard.
All right. I don't know what's exactly going on here.
It seems that the mantle of the Scarlet Sea Devil will not sit firmly upon my shoulders until I sent you to the depths. Zug, do you realize what's at stake here? Your reckless ambition endangers the fate of our entire tribe. The shore walkers ready their armada, even as we speak. Does the thoughts of war defend this ones not frighten you so? Let them come. My antics are as a spawning's mischief compared to the mayhem you once committed. Ready your spear, old one. Let us see the years have stolen your skill, as well as your spine.
That helmet just seems cumbersome, really. On the one side, I wanted to fight Zug, but also, this feels right.
The wound is not fatal, though it might leave a nasty scar. I do not ask for your pity. Finish it now. Kill me. Show me a parent who can kill his own child. Sahagin blood ties run deeper than the most abyssal sea trench. You beg for the impossible. I will not slay my own son. I rejected you as my clutch father. Why? Why did you throw away all that you had become? Why did you not seek vengeance on the shore walkers who wronged us? You know the answers to those questions. Surely you have not forgotten what befell your spawn brothers. At my side you stood, the only surviving hatchling, and shed a river of tears for your slain clutchmates. Yes, I wept for them and made them a promise. I would avenge their deaths with the blood of 1,000 shorter walkers. I would grow into a warrior both mighty and terrible to behold. The Scarlet Sea Devil reborn. I would do what you would not. You cannot protect that which you love with a name, no matter how fearful. It took the greatest tragedy of my life to open my eyes to the truth. Zug, I would spare you that pain again. I would have you be the future our people need. I only want what is best for all my sons. Clutch, father. Weigh anchor and take the helm. We make for the nearest shore walker port. Prepare a boat to take our guests ashore.
Well, how about that, Counselor? You learned that not all Sahagins are vicious, savage beasts, and they do know more than just war, death, and destruction. To be fair, you weren't the one saying that that's all they know. But now you can go back and tell the Admiral and everybody else, hey, you know, let's not commit genocide, please. Yeah, they was it. Why, thanks again. Were not for you and your Sahagin acquaintance, I would still be rubbing my wrists raw trying to escape those infernal shackles. To what seem I have been laboring under a misconception. I was convinced that all Sahagin, all beastmen, in fact, were not but bloodthirsty, murdering savages. Without a sense of concept of peace or compromise, aren't the Sylphs also considered beastmen? Hello? They're pretty peaceful. I mean, they might be tricksy and little shits, but they ain't trying to go to war. But after meeting Novv, did you call him? Intriguing fellow. Yes, well, after witnessing his exchange with his son, I see now that our fishback enemies are far more complicated than our bedtime tales of horror would lead us to believe. I have 3 younglings of my own, you see, and I'm quite eager to hurry home and reassure them that their father is very much alive and well. Before I do so, however, I shall contact the Admiral and convince her to rescind the order to attack. It will not be an easy task, but as the man who holds the nation's purse strings, my word carries a certain weight. Oh, and, here. Gulls are often a welcome sight on ships, as their presence means land, and home is close by. The ocean sailors began gathering the feathers dropped on deck, and fashioning them into trinkets to give to their children as a symbol of health and happiness. I would be grateful if you could see that feather into your Sahagin friend's hands. Beastman or no, I have seen that any father wishes the same things for his offspring. Perhaps, in time, we shall find more common ground between our peoples. I only hope that it will not require the threat of imminent war to bring such future revelations to light. That would be delightful. So let's go talk to Novv. Novv. Why say nah? The shit?
Yaranthe, I have no words to thank you. Without your aid, I do not think war with the shore walkers could have been avoided. Zug has disbanded the Coral Tridents and is set on traveling for a time. Among all of my offspring, he is the most like me, the most determined and stubborn. I sense he is hesitant to return to the nursery. But return he will, in time, and when he does, I hope to see him a stronger and wiser Sahagin than I ever was. Such pleasant thoughts will sustain me while I raise his unruly spawn brothers. The counselor wished me to have this. I see. A gift from parent to child. A symbol of joy and family. So many of my offspring were slain by shore walkers. The rage spawned by that act will never fully leave me. But it is as nothing compared to the desire I feel to protect my surviving spawnlings. I pray that this trinket can one day represent not just the bond between parent and child, but also the birth of understanding between our peoples. You have achieved more for this cause than I could have dared hope. In the days to come, I only ask that you do not forget us, Finless One. Whenever thoughts of vengeance seek to consume you, remember this nursery, and remember me and my spawnlings. And should you choose to visit, you will always be welcome here. You are no longer some strange shore walker. To us, you are clutchmate.
Does that mean I have to call you Dad? Alright, let's go back to Limsa and tell Rashad Riki all about what we just did. He sent us on some mission a while ago about the saga. I don't remember what the original context was. And I was like, oh, hey, look, we stopped the war. It's like, you did what? It's like, yeah, we made peace with the Saugans. But your mission was to, yeah, and? All right, sure, fine. Here and day. It seems that business with the Sahagin became rather more involved than anyone expected, huh? Master Command very much resembled the writhing chaos of our namesake once word of Counselor Tursin's abduction sparked the call to war. 'Tis fortunate, then, that our marching orders were rescinded ere we launched our attack. There are none in our ranks that fear to step onto the field of battle, but any day that ends without bloodshed is a good day. And to hear that you yourself were responsible for the Counselor's timely release. I'd like to think that my eye for enlisting talented veterans played some small part in the way events played out. So, here and day, you have averted a war and rescued a high-ranking official. Not a bad result, all told. But we must remain vigilant. While we welcome the possibility of peaceful coexistence with the Sahagin, we cannot ignore the threat that the primal Leviathan yet presents. For the nonce, however, you have earned a respite from duty. On behalf of the Maelstrom, I commend you for your courageous actions and judicious diplomacy. Might you consider a bath during your well-deserved rest, though? I seem to detect the slightest scent of rotting crab meat. It's probably a good idea. Our reputation has increased to trusted with Novv's Clutch. Furthermore, we now have access to a wider selection of wares from the Novv's Clutch vendor. And with that, the Sahagin storyline is complete. That said, we're not done with Novv just yet. First of all, we're going to go pay him a visit. We're going to check out the vendor, see what their final inventory is, see if there's anything we can and or want to buy. But also, I'll give you a little tease here. Once we complete all 5 of the Beast Tribe quest lines here, that is the Sahagin, the Sylphs, the Ul'dah, the Ixal, and the Kobolds. Once all of them are done, there is one final finale quest line with all 5 of them. Fun stuff. But first, let's go turn things in. Or not turn things in, check the shop. There's a couple things I want to point out. I don't know if I'll be able to buy them, but I don't know if I'll have enough of the currency. Here we go, the vendor. So, over here, the Rainbow Tide Passat stuff, sure. We have 14 of them. We can buy a framer's kit that we can use for our portrait, a variety of materials for cooking, some different dyes. Wait. Was the thing I was thinking of in the regular shop section? Oh, it is. Cooking materials and dyes again, but now here, a new minion, the Wind-Up Sahagin, and a mount, the Elpstorn. Oh, that's a little pricey. I will probably buy these, but I'm gonna wait because there's another piece of side content where I'm going to spend 400,000 gil or more. So I'm gonna wait till I do that before I buy things here. Dang, but that's good to know. Good to know. And with that, sagas are done. Moving on.